going, we're going to record the sessions and go ahead and pass it on. You're not required to come to every single session, but it is definitely, we're here to help and prep you with your creative and innovative product or process for over the next 5 weeks, and we're very excited to see where these ideas come. My name is Christine Hutchison. I'm founder of Teen Innovators, and we're very excited that you're going to be joining us over the next couple weeks. The agenda tonight is we're going to go through the introductions. We're going to talk a little bit about what the convention is, a little bit about the timeline, and the first idea that we're going to talk about is how to come up with an idea, how to brainstorm. And in a lot of the sessions, we will have breakout rooms, and that's an opportunity for the students to meet directly with the peer mentors to start a mentoring and ideation process where we can help prepare the best projects there are. The deadline is April 19th to submit your video as so you're kind of your finished product. So we're going to be working up to that deadline. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go around and we're going to do some introductions. At this time, if I could have Kate Breyer go ahead and give her introduction.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kate. I'm a peer mentor at Teen Innovators. I've been with Teen Innovators for about 1.5 years now. I'm currently a sophomore at Northwestern University, and I helped mentor for the Student Invention Convention last year, so I have some experience with it, and I'm very excited to see everybody's inventions that they come up with.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. Oliver, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, a little bit how you've been involved with us, and tell us some more.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm also a mentor at Teen Innovators. I'm currently a sophomore at University of Southern California, and I've been with Teen Innovators for almost coming on 2 years now. I've helped a lot of processes within Teen Innovators, one including a little summer camp we had last summer, where we introduced a lot of teens into think tanks and incubators and basically how to bring your ideas from the ground up. So I'm really excited.
Wonderful. And Sabine, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Sabina Ramirez. I'm a freshman at Purdue University, and I'm actually new to Teen Innovators. I joined recently, and I hope to become a peer mentor and kind of contribute to this program specifically, and hope to hear everyone's ideas.
Wonderful. And I believe we have some students on. Do you feel comfortable introducing yourself as well?
Yes. My name is Vedansh. I'm an 8th grader in Skokie.
Well, wonderful.
Thank you for the introduction. So my name's Richie. It's nice to meet everybody, and I'm excited to see some ideas out there. But so my background is in engineering and design. I've worked as both an engineer and a designer. I have my own business where I do 3D printing, prototyping for different companies, and I also do some small scale manufacturing with 3D printers. And I also work a full-time engineering job for a distributor of many different small mechanical parts, nuts, bolts, screws, little devices. So I work. I design CAD and create all the digital files to create all these different objects that we sell. And so my background really, with 3D printing, it gives you the option to create anything that you can think of, really. I mean, any problem that you have in your life, if you could think of an idea, maybe a small object or something that you could fix or solve the problem with, you can bring it to life. So just kind of off the top of my head, looking around my office, I see 3D printed things everywhere, and they're all solutions. So I wanted to start with kind of a very, very simple idea to kind of get your brains going. So one thing that I do often is when I'm producing a lot of very small parts on my printers, I need to organize them and I need to store them in separate from each other so that I can then look over them and make sure that they're good quality and everything. So I had been using small cardboard boxes, but the boxes were flimsy and oftentimes they fell apart or they got my parts dirty. So I decided to create just a simple box that made separate compartments, and it was the exact size, the exact dimensions that I needed in order to separate out all my parts. And I just printed, 5 of these and had a complete storage solution. Very simple, something very straightforward, but it solved the problem.
If so, how can I make this original? So I helped out with the research and then also the logbook. So I'm not sure what resources have been shared with you yet, but the logbook is something that you'll be filling out for the Invention Convention. And that is kind of just detailing your process. So we've talked about how it's totally fine to fail. That's great. We love to see like this didn't work and then this is how I improved. So you'll be tracking all of that and all of your progress in the logbook, which I will start sharing my screen now with the logbook. Let me just get it pulled up. Can everyone see the logbook? Awesome. Okay, so this is kind of just a general outline of what it looks like. So you'll have the name of your invention and the problem that it solves. So that's really how we're going to start this process. I mean, you already have some ideas, and that's great. So you kind of thought of a problem and then how can the invention help the problem? So you'll put that right here. And this is just that it's original. So it's okay if something has been created kind of like this before, but how are you going to make yours different than what's created before? So just making sure that it's original, and that's some of that research will go into finding if this problem has been tackled in the past. And so then this is the whole process. So we'll be going through this at each of the sessions each week. So identifying the problem, understanding, and then if you see this here, it kind of goes in a circle. So you can think of an idea, design and build it, test it. It doesn't work, and then go through it again. So this can be done as many times as you need it, or if it works on the first try, that's great. And then this part here is about communicating. So that is going to be your video pitch to the judges. So that I think it's between 2 and 4 minutes. I'm pretty sure. And so that you can do however you want. So you'll have your prototype. And if you want to have a board in the background, kind of like a science fair vibe, you can do that if you want to, but that's not required for this year. So this will be communicating your ideas of, I found this problem and this is how my invention is solving it. So kind of like the video that we watched earlier. These are just some terms that we'll probably be mentioning through these sessions. And then here's just some of the rules so that you make sure that you know exactly what's going on. And then here are just some steps to go through. So this is just like 20 steps. So we talked about the problem, the results, modeling. And then here is what you will be filling out. So you'll fill out these questions here, and this can be like as you go along. So you'll just make sure that you're filling this out through the process, creating and improving the design, more questions that we've got. So this is just like really walking it through and breaking the process down. So make sure to be looking at this kind of as you go through it so that you don't have to do it all at the end and then go back and think like, oh, what was I thinking of at the beginning? It's best just to do this as you're going through the whole process. And this is a board that I said not required this year, but if you wanted to, you could do that as well. And then at the end, there are blank pages. So this is what you could use for if you have that kind of like, oh, I tried this and it didn't work. So you can use these blank pages. And then we also have the journal entries. So this can be like one day if you're thinking like, this is working, this is not, this is what I'm planning on doing, just to really keep track of this process, because there's going to be a lot of thinking and everything. And by the time you get to April 30th, thinking about the end of March is going to be very far. So it's just making sure that you remember everything.
Thank you, Kate.